Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a very lovely day. Today we created this, and this is my prom makeup from 2 years ago, just redone now with the skills and knowledge that I have now. I'll insert a picture now what my prom makeup looked 2 years ago and now what it looks like. I'm very happy with how today's look turned out. I think it's so glam, so perfect for prom. So yeah, I added some tips and tricks in there for you. I hope you all really enjoy. If you do, make sure to subscribe, go and follow my Instagram and my TikTok, and yeah, enjoy the video guys. Okay, beautiful people, let's get started on all of this. So yes, recreating prom makeup. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to make sure that your makeup is going to last all night. Things like soap brows, how to make sure that they don't go all like weird, because my soap brows like used to go a bit weird like over time. So let's get into it. I've already done like all my moisturiser and stuff. So we're going to start off with an e.l.f. primer and pop that around the T-zone, making sure to tap it in. Also, ignore my skin, by the way. My skin is really not doing the best at the moment. So, you know, we're just going to have to ignore it and deal with it because, you know, that's all we can do. I do get a bit lazy and rub it in on the forehead and the chin, but on your T-zone you really want to make sure that you're patting it in and using a decent amount to make sure that we're staying matte and all the pores are filled. And then you want to take a second primer. I'm using the Collection Prime and Ready Matte Priming Spray. I love this stuff. Giving my face a good old spray. And then taking my soap and my spoolie, I've put my spoolie underneath the tap to make it wet, and going in and starting to brush the hairs up. Pushing down quite hard to make sure that them brow hairs aren't going to go anywhere. And then using my finger to go over, and just literally going to keep repeating that until the eyebrow hairs are solid and not going to move. Also, I haven't touched my eyebrows, as in plucked them or done anything to them, in months and months and months. And like, they don't really, other than like a couple of scraggly hairs, but other than that, I actually think they look quite nice. And it just makes them look a bit fuller when you're doing these soap brows, because soap brows is like my everyday go-to brow. So let's talk about my prom while I do these brows. So my prom was 2 years ago, I believe, must be. I actually had such a good night. My dress, I'll put a photo in of my dress. My dress was literally from Quiz, and I think it was literally like 40 or 50 pounds. And I'm not even like embarrassed about that, because if you want to spend like £600 on a dress, you go for it. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I also think there's absolutely nothing wrong with a cheaper dress, because let's be real, you're only going to wear it for one night. I mean, I've kept my dress because it'll be perfect for like weddings and stuff, but I've not worn it since. You're only going to wear it for one night. Yes, that's a special night, but it's not like your wedding day. But I had a very good prom night. A funny story actually, I went in like a little old Beetle thing that one of my dad's friends like lent to us, and he drove, one of my dad's friends, and Jake, my boyfriend, came in the back. Jake got travel sick on the way there, literally up the road, because it was so small and bumpy. So we had to stop halfway there for Jake to get out because he thought he was going to be sick, and then my mum had to go and pick him up and I had to just go off to prom on my own. Which is always quite a funny story, especially because Jake is like a car boy himself. Right, so I'm pretty sure them hairs are up, like you will know when they feel like they're not gonna budge. And then what you really want to do is, if you want to leave them like this, looking up and sparse, fine, but what I like to do is add some shape with my spoolie like so, bringing these hairs down a little bit, just to add some shape into there. Like so. So yeah, my prom night, the food, oh my god, the food was so bad. Like there was not much at all. There was like little burgers and stuff from what I can remember. And the boys, because they're like boys, they were still hungry. So people were going to get up, like going to get food and not wanting it and giving it to the boys because the boys were still hungry. But it was a really cute little place actually, and we had such fun dancing. Everyone looked so good. But it was such a long time ago now. It's mad to think that I left school so long ago. Like, it kind of feels like yesterday. My GCSEs. Oh. I feel for anyone doing GCSEs at the moment, especially with everything going on. I was very lucky and didn't have to deal with anything that's... any of the COVID stuff while being at school. I'd have to deal with it while at college. But at least I got my GCSEs out of the way with. And then you want to take a makeup wipe and just go around the outside because you really do not want like soap drying up and going all sticky and gooey like that on the side of your face, because that's just going to look unpleasant. Now taking a brow pencil. This is Brow Ultra Slim by Maybelline. I love this because look how diddy that is. Like, there's hair on it. This is only for my use. But yeah, no, it's absolutely perfect for adding the little hairs in. So starting off by underlining the brow. Also, really random, I'm fake tanning for the first time tomorrow in like a month. For like the first time in a month because of my tattoo. I wasn't able to fake tan, and now that my tattoo is healing, I can fake tan again, and I'm so excited to be tanned again because being pale just makes me feel so gross. I didn't actually talk you through what I did there, but I mean, you kind of watched. So I underlined, and then I like my eyebrows to be quite defined, but you could literally just add in a couple of extra eyebrow like hairs to fill in any gaps. Can you guys tell I'm tired? I've done actually so much today. It's like 3 o'clock and I've already done one makeup look. I've washed my car, I've done a workout. Maybe not that much, but for me that's a lot because it's my day off today. Look at them pretty brows. I'm now going to conceal underneath using the Lasting Radiance Rimmel Concealer. I'm going to get rid of them spots too because they look gross. And then just outlining. Why is it that whenever you're home alone, you hear so many more noises than when there's people actually in the house? Like, so many times today I've been convinced myself that I was being robbed, especially when I was in the shower. Well, I didn't say anyone, so hopefully we're not being robbed. Now going in with the beautiful P. Louise base in shade Rumor 2. I'm going to pop that all over my eyelids. And if I have any extra on my hand, I've started just putting this under my eyes as well, because it does work as such a good concealer. Looking absolutely crazy right now, you just got to trust the process. Oh my god, I look mad. And then going in with a bigger fluffy brush and tapping that all into place. Okay, so I just had a look back at the photo from my prom of my prom makeup, and we've got a bit of like a ready glittery moment, which I'm so excited to do. I'm using the same palette that I actually use. It's the Morphe 302 palette, I want to say. I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to remember what colours I used. I'm going to start off with that orange all over my eye. With the red tones. So if it is your prom soon, how are you all feeling? Are you excited? I was so excited for my prom. It honestly was such a fun night. Like, I was quite anxious beforehand because, like, you want to look your best, don't you? And I actually think, like, my makeup definitely wasn't as skilled as it was now, but I actually think it did look quite pretty. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think on the night it did actually look quite cute. Like, it definitely could have looked a lot worse. Just going in with some darker red tones. Have I used the same eyeshadow brush for all of this so far? Yes. Any reason why? No. I swear, us makeup artists can be the most lazy yet busy people out there. I wouldn't do this on someone else, I promise. Now I'm going to go with a thin fluffy brush with that same orange tone to make sure that it's as blended out as possible. I'm loving the sunset vibes. Like, I did do a decent job picking my dress and the eyeshadow. Like, Now continue to go in with brown and red tones right in this corner. Going in with a very big, completely clean, fluffy brush, just to make sure that everything is as blended as possible. And now, instead of doing a harsh cut crease, I'm going to do like a light one. So I'm going to put some more P. Louise base back on the back of my hand. This is probably one of my favourite techniques to do. I think it looks so pretty. Taking that big fluffy brush and my P. Louise base and just sort of lightly carving out a cut crease really in the corner. Using my finger to pat it all out. So I'm in there, we've got a very slight cut crease going on, ready for our lighter colours, but it's nothing too crazy. But now I've made my concealer brush a different colour and add a little bit more depth just from where the P. Louise base has taken that off in the corner. And now taking a bit of setting spray and a flathead brush and giving that a quick spritz. And then going in with this shimmery shade here where we've just popped our cut crease. See how that really just gives a little pop. Brushing that all over. again, just with the big fluffy brush, making sure that we are all blended. We're blending, we're blending, we're blending. Anyone else know what I'm talking about from the film Blended? That is such a good film. Okie dokie, now going in with the Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner. This is 100% the same eyeliner that I used for my prom day, because this eyeliner I literally do swear by. It is just amazing and it's so cheap. So doing a wing, starting off down here, taking it over like so, and then creating our wing. And connecting it. Going in, doing the other side. I actually don't like particularly love like eyeliner with an eyeshadow look like this anymore. I used to swear by it and think it was weird to not have eyeliner with a look, because I did eyeliner literally every single day like a wing, but now I like it so much more when it's blended like there and then blended with black. But oh well, we move. Now going in with this eyeliner, it's Wonders Swipe by Rimmel London as a glitter liner. This isn't the same one as I use, but this is the only one that I've got. I can't remember the one that I used on the day. I'm pretty sure it was a collection one though. I swear I keep hearing things. My sister. Hey! You okay? Okay, now for lashes, I'm using these fluffy ones from Amore Lashes. And my trusty duo glue. Doing 2 small coats on there. So doing the first coat, letting that go tacky, and then doing the second coat to make sure that your eyelashes are not coming off in the corner on the night, because that is so annoying. I'm pretty sure that happened to me actually. They started coming off. Yeah, I remember I was getting ready and I was running a bit late on time. And my eyelash in the corner would not stick for the life of me, and oh my god, I was getting so stressed out. And then we'll wait for them to go tacky. We're going to curl our eyelashes, even though mine are non-existent. Pop in on a little bit of mascara. And now to pop on the eyelashes, what I do is I pop them down once, take them back off so that there's a layer of tacky glue already on the lash line, and then pop them back down so to make them stick the best. Sort of fiddle with them a little bit so you're happy. Make sure that they lift your eye, they don't droop down. That's what you want to make. Most important, if you didn't want to wear a big eyelash, you could always get some individual ones and pop them in the corner. I think that is very pretty. Second lash. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually left a little bit of a gap between my natural eyelash and my false eyelash, just to make sure that my eyelashes really do pull up instead of drag my face / eyes down. And there's black eyeliner there anyway, so you can't actually tell that there is a gap. dokie, so that's the eyes done for now. For prom, I would 100% suggest this Superstay 30 Hours foundation. It is absolutely amazing. It actually is so thick it feels like the P. Louise base. Such full coverage, doesn't go cakey. Absolutely amazing. But because that is my foundation from Tanned, I'll be using the L'Oreal True Match foundation, which honestly, again, is very nice. It's just not my favourite. That Maybelline one is my favourite. So starting off by using your fingers to rub in your foundation. This will really help you not look cakey, making sure to go down your neck because you do not want foundation lines. So this is just to get sort of the majority of it in and rubbed in, and blending in with your fingers actually does really help give you a flawless base. And then you can use your fingers to get right around your eyebrows so that you haven't got a gap. Then you want to go with a bit more foundation on a foundation brush and tap in. And then you want to go with a beauty blender with the last little bit of your foundation and blend in, and this is how you're going to get the most flawless base possible. If you have a cream blush to put either on top or underneath your foundation, that'd be great, but the cream blush that I've got at the moment actually just lifts all of my foundation. So if you've got a good trusty dusty cream blush, that would also be amazing to put either underneath your makeup or on top. You guys know that I swear by this stick. And then you want to go down your cheekbone like this, and I like doing a dot up there at the moment just to sort of give my face this roundness, but you don't want to go too crazy on the contour because you don't want to have crazy contour lines. Down the nose, and I like to put a little bit on the temples like so, and then taking a brush and making sure to tap this in, not to pull, because you don't want your foundation to be lifted, you want the contour to blend into your foundation. I 100% understand I'm a little bit muddy right now. Again, you've literally just got to trust the process and trust me. Because I'm not tired at the moment, my contour is just naturally going to look a little bit muddy. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Instant Anti-Age Eraser from Maybelline. This stuff is beautiful. I'll just take the applicator. I'm not going to put too much under my eyes because I've already got some of the P. Louise base under there. Highlighting the nose, any spots, and highlighting the forehead. You can also do underneath your contour as well if you wish. And then taking my beauty blender and blending. And then at this point, if you want to bake, I would say bake your nose and underneath your contour. I'm not going to bake because you guys know that I'm not a particular fan of it, but I must say, if anytime you're going to bake, I would say do it for your prom. Just make sure that you're using a trusty one that isn't going to turn you white, like the James Charles photos. But we're not going to talk about James Charles because he's quite literally a pedo. And then just taking a pressed powder, I'm literally using like a Rimmel one. And this is where you're going to get your eyebrows to stay. So literally, it's quite scary to do, but powder over your eyebrows. I actually like the look that it gives them a little bit more as well. And then your eyebrows are not budging. Powdering the rest of my face, focusing on the under eyes, but not using too much to make myself look cakey at all. And then going with the Revolution bronzer and keeping this focused You don't want to pop your bronzer everywhere. You want to keep it focused right on them cheekbones. Points as we did for our contour. And then going with the smaller brush and that same bronzer to do some nose contouring. I know this looks crazy right now. Just trust the process. And then I like to make a little button nose. And then once I've got my crazy nose contour on, I go in with a big brush just to brush it out a little bit. And now this is probably my biggest tip for you to get a lovely natural glow without using too much highlighter, because I've started not liking the look of highlighter. So get blush with like a natural shimmer in. I use these two. I swear by this palette. It's beautiful. It is from Private Society Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. I was actually very kindly gifted this. So using these two and focusing that on the blush area and the temples. And can you just see the beautiful shine that that gives you? If you want to add a little bit more highlighter on top, absolutely go for it. This is just my preference because you can see that it gives you that little glow on the nose, on the forehead a little bit. Looks so pretty. And I'm going to take a little concentrated brush and the highlights and pop that down the bridge of the nose. And on the button. And if it's nice and concentrated highlighter, it will just bring that skinny nose illusion right in. Going to highlight the brow bone. And the inner corners. I am actually going to add a tiny little bit just there. And then I do like to go back in with my big powder brush just to make sure that everything is completely blended. And then I'm just going to go back in with my black eyeliner just over the top to make sure that the eyelash is completely blended in. I'm just going to take one of the reds and pop that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm going to use a black pencil eyeliner in the corner, just in the corner, to help add some definition but also open up the inner corners of the eyes. And then mascara for the bottom lashes, focusing on the outside of the lashes. And now I'm going to outline my lips with this red lip liner. I'm going to make sure that it's decently sharp. And I've actually started adding a tiny little line either side of my mouth, just to add a little bit of, I don't know, a bit more shape. Superstay Matte Maybelline red lipstick. This stuff is not budging. And we're done. Just going to do a spritz of setting spray. my hairband out. And that is my prom makeup. Oh, Christ. Let's brush my hair quickly. And that is this prom makeup complete. Obviously not everyone is going to want this much. For their prom makeup, it's me, I'm a makeup artist. This is what I like. This is exactly how I had mine, just with a bit more skill now 2 years later. So I hope any tips have helped you out. If you would like more to do your prom makeup, please give me a message, because I'm doing it for just £25 to £30. Charges might add on for travel, but that is kind of the basics amount that I'm charging. It would mean a lot if you wanted to reach out to me, because I'm trying to get out into the world of freelance makeup. So I hope you all enjoy your proms. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help. Go and follow my Instagram and my TikTok. They are both Shower Whiting Makeup. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. Love you.